Long time no see. Yesterday was a fun day. It was a pretty day. It was really windy, but got to Costco. First time since before we were on lockdown, and it wasn't too crazy in Brainerd. There was a few things that I normally can find that I didn't find. One I thought was kind of crazy where Mick likes, hi Evie, Mick likes Ritz crackers and sardines sometimes for lunch, and the sardines were there. Hi Tammy, but there were no Ritz crackers to be found, which I thought was kind of crazy. Okay, so today we're going to make focaccia bread. You made it? Yes, you made it. I hope I won't be too long, but I don't know how long it's going to take me, but you know what I'm doing anyhow, so if you have to go, you have to go. So I think it was around Christmas time. Jody had sent me a picture. I can't see what it says. See, I've got the thing further back for a reason that I'm not going to explain because it's silly. Hi Shelby, and Diane's here too. Okay, so I think it was around Christmas. Jody sent me a picture of this art bread, and I thought, oh my gosh, no way. There's absolutely no way. So then, well, I think it was last week or the week before, Dee, who's the mother of Jody's first roommate at college at UMD, she also sent me this recipe, and she said I should do this for a live, and I thought, oh Dee, you're crazy. There's no way. I couldn't do that. Well, I don't know, it looked like kind of fun, and so I thought, all right, let's look it on the net and see what we can find and go from there. So I wanted to practice run, which is unusual for me. I very seldom do. Who's that? Oh, it's Diane. I don't very often do practice runs for things, but I thought, well, maybe, hey Carol, I would do that today. And Michelle, and we've got a big old gang here. Apparently everybody wants to make focaccia bread. Oh, it's fun. So on Saturday, I made my dear friend Tammy go in. She had no clue what we were doing, and we made them, and they were pretty, and they were so tasty. I mean, this bread, or this dough, it's a yeast dough, is just, it's crazy. It just blows up. So to get started, I've already obviously made the dough, and if anybody wants a recipe for it and can find yeast, I actually didn't use, normally this is the kind of yeast people are used to in the jars. That's hard to find these days. So I got the yeast. I got lots of yeast. So I have this one. And the thing I read, the only difference is you don't need to mix it with the water first. You just mix it in with all your ingredients. And hey, it made a fluffy dough, so I'm all for that. So far I haven't had any issues. Okay, so I thought I would put it in my little pretty pan. And tonight Mick and I we're trying some more lamb. I'm gonna put it on the grill. I have a lamb roast over there. Don't worry, I'll put it in the refrigerator in a little bit. But I've got olive oil and what else? Fennel. I can't remember. Rosemary that's on it and soaking in the flavors. And we're gonna try putting it on the grill. I think Gwen's here too. So it's kind of a Greek day. And I thought, okay, well, this one is going to be kind of a Greek, even though, okay, I would have to say an American who's never been to Greece, only watched shows on TV and movies, kind of, hi Dale, Greek. So whether that's, what the ingredients I'm going to use are actually Greek, I don't know. It's my interpretation of what Greek, since we're having a Greek lamb, which I know is fairly common in Greek culture. So I did some studying this morning about Greece, a country I think would be fascinating to go to. It is located in Southeast Europe, and it has more islands than people can count. The population as of 2018 was 10.7 million, and Athens is the capital of Greece. It is considered the birthplace of democracy. I wonder what it's thinking now. And Western okay, there's a word. You guys say it. I'm not saying it. As far as agriculture, it ranks second in olive production, which is dear to me since we had a little puppy named Olive. They celebrate name day which is the name of the saint their name is, as opposed to celebrating their birthdays. Hi, Nancy. I thought that was kind of crazy. The first Olympics were, I could take off my cheaters. So I wrote this big enough. See my lovely left-handed scribble? 776 BC, and the first champion was a cook named Corvus, who won in a sprint. And Dee's watching. Dee, I haven't started making the bread. Dee is responsible for this along with Jody. And this is a part that I think is good, and I'm going to kind of use this part. Greece is considered one of the sunniest countries in the world. They have 250 average days of sunshine. God, wouldn't that be nice? And some of their islands get over 300 average days of sunshine. And another interesting fact about Greece is that 98% of their population are authentic Greece. They have nobody else. So only 2% of their population are other people coming in. And it's not a huge population. So, all right. So let's get on to making this focaccia bread. Trying to figure out your design. I thought it's easy for me to, if I see something, then kind of think about doing it that way and then just let my creativity go from that. So I picked this pretty little sunflower. And so that's going to be the base. This is the bread. And then we'll just see where it takes us around that. So first, okay, you make the bread the day before. You let it rise for about 2 hours. You take it out, and you can either keep it whole. If you do it whole, you're going to want a big pan, or divide it. I divided it into two, and I just like this is the pretty pie dish, and I'm going to use it. So then earlier today, after it rose, I took it out an hour before now. So I took it out about 11. You let it sit a half hour. Then you poke it. There, I'll poke one with the holes and drizzle olive oil. This olive oil is it's dill, which to me, I think that's a lot in Greek cooking. They use a lot of dill, so I thought we'd go with the dill olive oil. So then you just, so the holes kind of fill up. And then you sprinkle it with, it says, what is it called? They had a fun name. Sprinkle with flaky salt. So I guess I'm using Himalayan rock salt. And then you let it set another half hour before you start assembling everything. So I'm a little over that time, but we like salt. We'll put a little bit more in there. Okay, so I'm going to get started. Hi, Savannah. My center of my sunflower is going to be a lemon. I don't know. I would think that lemons are pretty popular in Greece. So we're just going to cut a round of a lemon. We are experiencing a very sunny day here in Minnesota. I think it's supposed to get up to 73. We're very dry. Let's get a little bigger one. That one has a bunch of, I wish I was better at cutting thinner parts. I'm probably going to pop it off. Okay, so now that's going to be my center of my flour, my sunflower. And then so for the petals, I think the tomatoes, but maybe Kalamata olives would make cute. Let's do that. Let's go with, maybe we'll do a little bit of both. Okay, so I'm going to stick my fingers in here. It's my house. I can do that. So maybe so it's fun playing with your food, and it's something that little people could do. I know both my older grandkids, well, all three, would probably enjoy doing something like this until their concentration want, which is me too. I don't have a real large amount of, hi Claudia. I have a lot of time. Somebody else is that I'm missing them. I'm sorry if I don't see you guys. I can't look two places. Okay, so those Kalamata olives can be our first, and then maybe we'll throw some of the tomatoes in there too for more petals. One thing I found that maybe crowding stuff might help it a little bit, because as it bakes, the bread fluffs up more. And put another one. Let's go with another little color. This is going to be a colorful sunflower. I think pimentos. I had a little jar, I thought, of pimentos somewhere around here. Here's a pepper. We'll put a pepper in there. So we have all kinds of different kinds of little. That one will be way too long. Let's keep going. You guys got time, right? And if you don't have time, you can leave. I won't be offended. Hi, Kim. Hope the kids are doing well. Little ones growing good. Okay, so it's not super attractive, but there's the center of my sunflower. Now, I have all this other stuff out here in case there was something I wanted to use. Oh, there's those pimentos I was talking about. I think for my stem, I have some green beans that I cooked them for a little bit. I didn't cook them full. Maybe we'll use a green bean because he's pretty sturdy. I probably should have saved a spot. Now they do tell you to kind of smush your things in because as it bakes again, hi Rye, they'll kind of flop. Let's turn that guy around. Okay, so there's that. I probably should do it. Is it better if I do it this way? It's kind of upside down for me, but I'll try. So then, okay, so Greek again. This is some mint I picked outside. I'm thinking mint is a big Greek. That can be some of the leaves. I'm going to tuck those in there. Does that look sunny? He needs a face. I think he needs a face. Now I have capers. Hi Gina. And let's put a couple eyeballs on our little sunflower. Poke that in there. That one didn't stay very round. Oh well. Oh, there's a seed in my lemon. Let's get it out of there. Okay, yeah, I have to clean it. I make such a mess. Cleaning is always better. And should we use that pimento for the smile? Give it a sunny smile. Okay, so obviously that's not going to set into the bread because it's just laying on top of the lemon. I don't know what's going to happen. Okay, so now we're going to decorate a little bit more. I want to wipe off my little... so that was my inspiration. So let's do a little fun stuff. One thing I did too is I took cheeses. Oh, that's what I did. I stuck them in the freezer because I've done one before and I put cheese on, and of course cheese melts. So, but I cut out these fun little shapes out of cheese, and so I stuck these in the freezer. We'll see if they do any better. Let's stick a couple of the hearts by her, and then we have all these stars. The stars are pepper jack. I have that feta cheese over there, and that did really good when Tammy used it the other day, but I don't think I'm going to do that. Okay, so stick a few more. Do we want a heart? Maybe. We want, look at our little, oh, I already have hearts. Well, and then we have some more flowers. We'll just stick by the bottom of him. And one more heart. Where do we want to put that? Maybe up there. Okay, so we'll see. The shapes might all come out. Actually, okay, I can't show you this, so don't look. Because this is going to be magic later. So no looking, no looking. Okay, and I want to start my oven because I think if I want that cheese to stay at its premium, I need to get it in there faster. Okay, so now I'm going to decorate it a little bit of greenery. I've got some dill. It's starting to get a little wicked. Hi, Jen. It's kind of falling apart. I do have, maybe I'll use this fresh dill. So I have some on my plant. I look like I planted it funny. Well, let's toss a little more greenery. Once again, kind of poking it in there so hopefully it won't go too crazy when... Let's get another piece. Right, so I mean, there's endless amounts of different things you can do with these things. I mean, it's fun. It's playing with your food, and then hi Spring, and then it tastes really good afterwards. Now I don't have any onions on there. I don't think there's any place I want to put onions. But I am going to sprinkle it with two. Oh, I had these olives. Oh, I think I was thinking I would use those olives there, but that's all right. We'll save these for a cocktail because that's really what they're supposed to be. What else do I want to do? Okay, so I'm going to use, this is that Greek seasoning since this is my Greek one. And I'm going to sprinkle some. It doesn't say to, but I like extra seasoning. So we'll sprinkle a little. Ooh, got a little crazy there. And then I'm also a red pepper flake person. So we'll put some of that on. My oven takes, it's, what kind of oven are those kinds that you, induction oven? So like I don't have a wire down at the bottom, which is good because we have a tendency to have fires when we used to have the ones with the element on the bottom, and I really like my oven. The only problem with it, it does take a while to warm up, so it might be a bit before I can put it in there. So, okay, so we're sprinkling that. Then I have a lot of different things. I thought about this Manchego cheese. Tammy Miller helped me come up with that. I have some actually somewhere else, Tammy. All right, so anything you want to stick on there, that's great. And I probably won't eat the rind of the lemon when I get into that, but it should give good flavor to everything. So then we're also going to use a little bit of red pepper flakes. Oh, I already did. Huh. Keep paying attention, Patty. Okay, so then you're just supposed to drizzle it with some more olive oil, especially it says the vegetables. I think because these olive oil, they've been set in the Kalamata ones, I think they'll be fine, but you know, like your other peppers that haven't been soaked or whatever, and something else might have a little issue with that. All right, so I'm going to place this in the oven in a little bit. Everybody look, my pretty, and you're not going to get to sit here and watch me bake for 20 minutes. It takes 20 minutes at 425. I'm going to take a picture of it first, and then from the magic that is, I almost forgot how to use the camera. The magic that is preparing ahead of time. Once again, something I'm not very good at, but hey, every once in a while something happens and Patty gets her poop in a group. Yesterday, after we went to Costco, I ran by my daughter Jody's because she lives kind of near Baxter. And I had a couple things to drop off, and she had a couple things to give me. She showed me her garden. I didn't get to see Lucy. She was at her Grandpa Bill's where she normally does her daycare while her parents are working. But one of the things that I was given was this beautiful picture that Lucy made for Grandma. It's on the refrigerator. Hi, Annette. We're almost at the end. You lucked out. You came at the right time. So anyhow, Lucy made me this beautiful picture. And I thought last night, I'm using that for one of mine. That's going to be the inspiration for one. So, by the magic that is preparing ahead of time, I have Lucy Bug's original artwork on Focaccia art bread. Isn't that cute? And it does look a lot like it. Now, on this one I used, and I don't know how that's going to taste, her hands are cabbage, red cabbage, and then the red onions. And that's, once again, the green bean. This is pepperoni, and then that's cheese. These are hearts, red pepper hearts, and then the tomatoes again, and parsley. Oh, and here we go. This is where I made the cutout stars, but these ones had not been, hi Roxanne, these ones had not been in the freezer, so they melted, but they're still, you can kind of see that they have a heart shape to them. What else? Oh, and these ones, yes, those are cabbage flowers. So to cut out this stuff, because I'm not really good free-handed, thanks Dee, it's a lot of fun. I don't know how I'm going to eat all this bread. I might have to take one to my neighbors. I wonder if somebody wants that. So I have these because I bake so many cakes. It is National Devil's Food Cake Day, so if anybody, hi Tiny, if anybody is interested in making a devil's food cake, today's the day to do it. But I have these fondant cutter shaped things, and so that's what I use to cut the cheese. I cut the cheese, and to cut the little hearts in the green peppers. The peppers were hard when I used a big pepper for that one, and I cut it, I think, like a quarter, so it was a couple inches wide or so. And then I stuck it in there, but you know, it's got the white, what do you call that? Whatever the white on the interior of a pepper is. Is it the rind? I don't know what it is. Like a lemon rind? Maybe it is. So I scraped that out so that it would go a little bit, but it was still hard. It was hard to press down. It might be smart if you use something in between so you don't try and cut your hands, but I'm used to cutting my hands. So once again, there's Miss Lucy Bug's artwork on my focaccia bread, and this one will go in the oven. And when it comes out, after my oven heats up, I'll take a picture of it and I'll share both of these. This bread is really yummy. I mean, it tastes so great. And the endless possibilities what you could do with it. I think you could make them savory or sweet. I mean, you could put some sweeter things on your bread and make it, that might be kind of fun, especially for kids, like strawberries and cherries and things like that. And I mean, it's not a sweet dough, but I don't know why you also couldn't, if you wanted to make a sweet dough, do the same darn thing. And that would be fun. Okay, so I hope everybody's enjoying their Tuesday. This is going to be kind of a crazy week, which you guys are probably glad. We're kind of going to start winding down a little bit. Tomorrow I get to be with Lake. It's Molly's birthday, so tomorrow. So anybody out there who wants to wish Miss Molly, Mrs. Molly Ryan, a happy birthday. I'm not going to guess how old she is because I'm going to be wrong. So that's tomorrow, and so I think they're going to do some gardening at their house, and Granny's going to go over and kind of keep an eye on them, and Lakin, I believe. I know, I love the Lucy Bug bread. The only thing that bothers me is that because your bread fluffs up, I had some separation. So I don't know if that's something that if you just made it longer so that it wouldn't get that separation, because your bread it's going to rise in the oven. So, I mean, whatever. So anyhow, tomorrow's Molly's birthday. Wish her a happy birthday if you see her, or even if you don't see her. Then Thursday I actually get to take out my camera and do some cap and gown shots with some high school seniors from Park Rapids, so that'll be fun. Haven't gotten to do that in a long time. I mean, they're just quick things, but that'll still be fun. And then Friday, I have Lakin again for a bit, but I did have my friend Denise sent me from California a recipe that I'm going to look up a little more. So I'm still not sure what time we're going to be doing the cocktail. Molly works half day, so she'd probably be here by, I don't know, 1. So maybe which wouldn't be, because normally, don't I do them on 2 on Friday? So maybe 2 or 3. Anyhow, we'll see. I'm going to take a picture with my phone of this guy and stick it in the oven, and then I'll post it. But you guys have a great Tuesday. Take care of yourselves. Smile a lot. See if I love this. Except I've got a bunch of stuff on it. I don't even know what I did, but you know, I'm that messy person where I should be wearing an apron. But then you couldn't see the cute Be Happy. And I'm feeling happy. I'm looking at this pretty sunshine. I'm looking at the artwork my granddaughter did in 2 spots, and how can you not be happy? It's a good day. There's lots of positives in the world, so let's keep it on. And if anybody wants the recipe for this bread, because that recipe worked really well and I would recommend it, I've got it and I'm more than happy to share. So, last time, smile a lot, take care of yourself, take care of others. I miss you all and I can't wait to see you in person soon. All right, bye guys.